Hey everyone, welcome back and happy lopsided because we're still whatever. All right, guys, welcome back. Happy Friday and happy Hot Messy Topics Day. If you guys didn't join Ashley from Taste of Reality and I earlier at 12 p.m., it's always at 12 p.m. Eastern in the live chat, go be a part of the replay crew because it was so much fun. But now we got to get into some OC drama, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm so sorry, ladies, but we got to talk about it. Before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys, we have to get into the mess first. Thank you to page 6. Teddi Mellencamp is sharing more of her unfiltered thoughts on Alexis Bellino's return. Okay. She told page 6's virtual reality, but it's a big no for me on Alexis. It's a big no. Okay. Teddi Mellencamp added that it's hard to watch Alexis. Now, she's obviously defending the hell out of John Jansen, and it is hard to watch her. Her fighting John's battles is disturbing to me. And she also says that Alexis's efforts to course correct accusations of body shaming Shannon Bedore, coaching her for housewife scenes, it's not something that Teddi likes, which, by the way, I agree with Teddi here. Alexis Bellino has railed against such allegations on camera in defense of John Jansen, which I think is insane. But John has also emphasized that despite involving himself in the current season of OC, he enjoys living a private life and wants no part of the fame that comes with appearing on Bravo. Teddi doesn't buy it. She said, I think that John's saying he doesn't want to be in the limelight or famous or wants to be kept out of it or whatever it may be, but I think it's complete and utter bullshit. I agree with that too. If you don't want to be a part of something, you're not a part of it. You don't want to be famous, don't date two girls in the public eye. It doesn't make sense. But Tamara, who is friends with Alexis Bellino and John Jansen, notes that it never lands with the audience when the significant other of a housewife's personality gets in the mix. But John joined Alexis for a confessional that recently aired on the show, and yeah, that obviously pissed the fans off. As a man on any housewife show, when you are trying to get your point across in filming confessionals, it never lands right. Okay. I mean, Eddie usually stays out of the stuff, so that's fair. My advice to any man is just to be quiet. Take notes from Eddie. He doesn't want to get involved. He wants to diffuse the situation, and he wants to walk away. But contrary to Teddy's assessment of Alexis's behavior, Tamara insists that she's sweet and kind, and she's good to her. The whole John of it all, I think, is where it all gets kind of messy. It's really a no-win situation. Alexis came in there, and there's no way that she could win. She's dating John Jansen, who was linked to Shannon for over 4 years. And obviously, Teddy's looking at it as a viewer, and I know Alexis in a different manner. But Teddy believes that there's a path to victory for Alexis, who has so far failed, right? And she's suggesting that she only ever talks about the conflict with Shannon Bedore over John Jansen. She said she could win by saying, Shannon, I'm really sorry. I can imagine how bad this is freaking hurting you. Take it from the accountability coach. We all went to a concert together. Alexis was fun. She was self-deprecating. I enjoyed her. So I'm not trying to dog her out, but what I'm watching is a different Alexis, and she's so unable to see her own self for her flaws or for things that she's doing. And that, for me, is hard to watch. Again, I told you, I'm not normally in agreement with Teddi Mellencamp. This time, I'm in agreement. And yes, I catch myself in situations like this sometimes where I'm literally giving the wrong, or not the wrong, but I'm giving a different take on something because I know the person. And I think that's what Tamara is doing right now with Alexis. She knows Alexis in a different way than Teddi does. But it was Caroline Brooks who told me at BravoCon, because when Dubai first came on, I roasted Caroline Brooks. And then I was like, like, we're friends. And I saw a totally different side. And she's like, no, roast me. She's like, if you see something you don't like, say it. Don't just sit there and be like, oh my God, I'm going to be nice to Caroline now because we're friends. And I was like, wow, I really I appreciate you giving me the green light. So on top of that, we're going to go over to Jennifer Pedranti because she is headed back to court with her ex-husband, William, as he continues to fail to pay her court-ordered child support and alimony that she's due. Yeah. It was a Jeff Lewis radio show this week, and she opened up, always Jeff Lewis, about her ongoing issues with William, confirming that she recently confronted him at his home. Yeah, that's probably not the best. We are going back to court just because it has gone on now for some period of time. And my ex did send me an email a few months back saying he had things that shifted for him in his career and he needed a little bit of time. And I understood that, but there was no communication. But after weeks of William failing to pay the child support and alimony, Jennifer said that she went to William's home to discuss the matter. I just knocked on the door and I said, "Hey, I got to know, are we doing this? Are you doing good? Are we going to be able to resume payment at any time?" And he wasn't happy that I was on his doorstep. He didn't want to even communicate at all. And basically was just kind of like, get out of here. And I knew then, I was like, okay, I've tried. I've literally given it time. I've tried with him. And so I talked to my attorney and we filed the contempt and then I opened a case with child support services. In addition to that, to not receiving the child support and alimony payments, Jennifer has also not gotten the six-figure lump sum that William was ordered to pay her. She said, nope. And I know everyone is going to judge me for saying this, but Ryan gets so sideways with me. I do believe my ex-husband he's in a very different financial position. I wish he would talk to me about it because the kids and I, thank God, like we live with Ryan. We have a home. I have a car. I have a job. I can, you know what I mean? So I wish we were not going down this path, but I don't know what else to do. But as Jennifer filed an order of contempt against her former spouse, William filed documents of his own, seemingly in an effort to get the court to reassess the amount that he owed. He petitioned for a court date, and so I think this is where he will have the opportunity to bring his income down. So it's going to be a drastic change for the kids and I, but we weren't getting it anyways. And this is where communication with him and I would have been so helpful. So now it's just ugly. I have a court date out there. He's now got a court date, and it's just super unfortunate. But in better news, moving on to the reunion taping, which lasted about 12 hours, Jen revealed that Shannon, she handled filming great. I talked to her the day after the reunion and she was running around like crazy. The reunion was a lot, I would say, for Shannon, and the season was a lot for Shannon. And Katie said she did great. She was a little bit like running around the day after the reunion, frazzled, trying to get everything done, and she was going to go out of town. But according to Katie, it took her 2 days to recover from her first reunion, even though she felt like it went quickly. I feel like I'm coming out of like a coma. Like I laid in bed for 2 days. When Andy said we're wrapping, I was like, we are? It came up quickly. And I think for me, at least being my first one, I was like, oh, that was fast. And Jim Pedranti even said, everybody said that we wrapped and they felt like a little bit earlier. They thought that we were going to go later. Okay. Well, at least you guys wrapped. We got a season and hopefully we got a bomb-ass reunion. That's all we can ask for. That is all we can ask for, ladies. But I do want to know if you guys agree with what Teddy Mellencamp is saying about Alexis Bellino. And then do you think Jennifer Pedranti, is she right to be taking her ex back to court? Because a lot of fans are like, well, that's ridiculous. You cheated on the man. You had an affair. But it's like, well, he still has responsibilities with his kids. And just because, unless you're in like the state of Alabama, I think Alabama is like a fault state or something like that. Like if you're with your spouse, normally you get 50-50 unless you have a prenup when everybody gets a divorce and there's some sort of conversation about child support and all that. But if you cheat on your spouse, then 100% of everything is awarded to the person who was cheated on. So they're not in Alabama. So smash the like button. You're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell and we'll see you next time. Love you guys.